rock singers, we got golden fingers. Yeah, baby, it's NH Unscripted. I am your Dr. John-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the YMCA-like conditions of the WKXL studios. I can smell the chlorine in from here. My goodness. You know the drill. Get out your Sony Walkmans, what? I can't figure out the plural for that son of a gun. Get out those crappy headsets they give you too, and fire that thing up. Get on the radio part. Take that cassette out of there and go to 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. Those are Concord-based. 101.9 FM in Manchester for the beautiful people down there. And yeah, we got a URL. Yeah, duh. NHTalkRadio.com is the URL, as though you didn't know it. We got a lot to chat about today. But before I go there, I need to thank my sponsor, Lakes Region Fence. Matt and the crowd at Lakes Region Fence do incredible work. I have been on several of their job sites, both as a visitor and as a worker, believe it or not. And so I have firsthand experience. Look, Father's Day's coming up. Huh? Dads, start crying to your spouse there. Just gonna give the weepy eyes. You know, you're gonna have a new fence and I need to have a thing. Who knows? Maybe you got a new pickleball court. Maybe you need a new property line. I don't know what you need. Here's what you do. LRFence.com. That's LRFence.com. You go out to there. That's their URL. First, click the button to get a free estimate. We like free. Old people like free. So that's why we hang out at Costco. Get all those samples. So go to LRFriends.com, press the free estimate button. Matt will get back to you. He'll come out and give you an estimate. Yeah, you cheap son of a gun. Don't go to those big box stores. Break down and get the good stuff. You know you're going to pay for it in the end many times over if you get that cheap stuff. LRFence.com. Go out there to their website. They have pages and pages of beautiful photos of the work they've already done. I'm telling you, Matt and those folks, they're located in the Lakes region up there, and you are going to find that the work they do there, they do sports courts, tennis courts. Well, that would be a sport, of course. Horse corrals, that kind of stuff. They do it all. I'm telling you, they do it all. Just LRFence.com. Get a free estimate. What are you waiting for? It's Father's Day. Go. All right. I am correcting something which needs to be corrected. I have not had this guest in, I don't think, Clint Klose is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. We talked since I did the podcast? Oh my God, man. It is so good to see you.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, always good to be out of bed when you're my age. Dude, so the last time I did see you, and it was not anything radio related, was Mike Marks.
Oh, true.
Yeah. You were...
Sad occasion.
Oh, man. That was brutal. Oh, my God. I aged just attending the funeral.
Yep.
My goodness. And you were passing through, you stopped over at Jim Spiegel's, and you said at the time, this is us catching up, that you were on your way to Tech for a one-act festival or something, or this?
So, first of all, hello.
Oh,
and
howdy.
And it's so good to see you again.
Thank you.
Ray and I go way back.
Brother. I was going to bring that up, but...
So, at the time that I stopped by to just say a quick hello, was right in the middle of something that high school teachers call festival. And I'm the director of the CHS Drama Club, and we were doing a show called My Name is Asher Lev, which is the story of a Hasidic Jewish painter who has to choose between his family, his faith, and his art, because some of the items that he is drawing are not being accepted by his family. He really pushes the envelope, let alone his faith, and so he's put himself in quite a pickle. And so that's what the story is about.
Where was the festival being held?
So regionals, we went to Pittsfield Middle High School.
You made the regionals.
We went to the regionals.
Okay.
Went to Pittsfield Middle High School.
Got you.
And then we were chosen to go on to states.
Congrats.
Thank you. Which was up at Kearsarge Regional High School. And then from there, they choose 4 schools 2 as alternates to New England's,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 to move on to New England's. And we were fortunate enough to make one of the alternates to New England's.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
That's big stuff.
It is.
I was back in when I was in high school. We did some festivals, and it was huge.
Yep.
I mean,
Still is.
There's so much talent out there, especially at that age.
Yep.
And that kudos to your kids.
Thanks. Yeah, they really, really worked hard.
Yeah.
And it was it's a piece that requires just total commitment.
Why? What's going on there?
Besides the title role of Asher Lev, who never leaves the stage for 40 minutes, his opening monologue is probably 3 minutes long just by himself, in addition to his closing monologue. So he probably, out of the 40 minutes that were allotted, he probably has 30 to 32 minutes of the dialogue.
What?
So it's a very challenging piece. It's not a typical high school piece. So that within itself, plus his parents, his mother and his father, they obviously have to, even though they're not physically older, they need to behave as such, as an authoritative figure. Plus his uncle Hitchcock, who is kind of the bright, shining light, funny moments in the show, because the show is very, very serious. And then you need to make sure that your ensemble members, for us, it was the big gallery scene at the end of the show. Asher Lev is given the opportunity to have his work premiered in a Manhattan studio. And
for real?
Meaning in the show.
Okay.
And it's owned by Anna Schaefer, kind of the friend of Jacob Kahn. Jacob Kahn is the teacher who decides to, because he knows Asher Lev is a prodigy, and he is going to choose to teach Asher Lev, even though some of the things he asks him to do go against his religion and go against his family. So it's definitely a well-timed piece. I had to write some music for the beginning and throughout. So it just was a very, very collaborative piece between director and students. And it was just such fun to put together.
Let's stop right there for a second and chit-chat about that, because I love the mechanics of these kinds of things. Before we go too deep, explain to the audience what happens at a play festival.
So because the rules are applied to everyone who participates, you cannot exceed 40 minutes in length. So if you have a production or a play like ours, is probably an hour and a half show. So we had to request permission to be able to cut it for a festival.
Interesting.
And so I had to make the cuts and get it down to that 40 minutes. And the script does call for music. Of course, they don't give you anything. So we had to come up with that, and we wanted to come up with something that's going to not take away from the story, but help to emote the story. And then you have a set that you have to bring with you, and you have 5 minutes to set everything up. And then you have 5 minutes to strike everything that you bring on stage.
And
so
they're timing it.
They are timing it. You can't go a second over.
Right.
And, it's basically, just to put it in our industry terms, it's choreography of set items. And so besides having our back wall, what we did is the entire back wall were 4 4x8 flats that had picture frames on them, but it looked like Art Deco.
Oh, nice.
But at the end with the gallery scene, they became all of our frames for the entire gallery scene.
Smart.
We had, kitchen table. We had a kitchen island. We had a desk for the office. We had chairs we had to bring on. So we had a Rebbe's table. So it was definitely not a small set.
Yeah.
So we had it timed, and we practiced all of these things. I want to say it took about 2 minutes to get on and 2 minutes to get off.
How many kids were involved in that?
I believe, just let me get the numbers right.
Sure.
I know that when we went to festival with parents who were some of our chaperones, as well as our students, there were 42 of us. So I want to say roughly about 32, were students that were participating with us on stage.
That's an incredible number to be moving things in 2 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, that's like being an air traffic controller.
Correct. But it just becomes part of, just like when you're doing choreography for musicals. It's, all right, and go.
Yeah.
And we've done festival for a number of years. Back in 2014, we took, this will make you laugh, we took Amadeus.
You did?
And cut it down from 3.5 hours to 40 minutes. And that was our first.
Mozart's born.
Yep.
Right.
He smiles, he laughs, he dies. I just told kids, I said, it's our first time let's just go soak it all in, enjoy, watch everything,
Yeah.
remember everything. I guarantee you, we're not going anywhere else.
Yeah.
We're just going to go enjoy.
Man, I got so much more I wanted to talk to you about. Let's put a pin in that right now.
Yep.
Hang on, folks. We are forever in Blue Jays. Yes, you are listening to NH Unscripted. We are coming to you from the Hollywood squares-like digs of the WKXL studios. Yeah, of course I'm in the center square, the old Paul Lynn Square. I am Ray Dudley, your host. Happy to be out of bed. We are coming to you 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, 101.9 FM for the beautiful, beautiful people in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is the URL. Clint Klose is in the house. I got more questions for him. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. We are doing the Neutron Dance here. Yes, I am your Pointer Sisters-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios. My God, it's cavernous in here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. Those are Concord, 101.9 FM for the beautiful people in Manchester. We love you, folks. NHTalkRadio.com is the URL. I have kidnapped Clint Klose for this 45 minutes that I've got him for, and I got to get through it all. And I'm not going to, I'm never going to. Clint, speaking about the Play Festival, I do know, at least when I did it, they adjudicated each play and then gave notes. Did that happen as well? And how well do your kids receive that?
So when we did the original, as I was mentioning before about Amadeus, when we did 2014, we we ended up winning regionals and being chosen to move on. And when we were at States, we were chosen as an alternate to New England's. It was pretty wild our first year.
Wow.
Our gentleman who played Antonio Salieri, who is the lead of the show, Eli Friedman, won the State's Top Acting Award. It's just amazing.
Oh, man.
So we were hooked. And then we ended up doing festival every other year because it's a lot of work.
A ton, yes.
And we even speaking of others, we even hosted a couple of years.
Oh my God!
So we were into it, and the people and the schools who participate and the other directors, just wonderful people. So we go every time we go to festival. We receive what's called the student adjudication, where at regionals it's 2 adjudicators, at states it's 3 adjudicators. We received, for the most part, pretty accommodating feedback. There are some harsh feedback, but the really harsh comments comes in the directors' forums. Forums are where students all go off and they talk about the shows they just saw.
Oh, I have not been through that. Oh.
And so it's run by students and participating with students, and they get a real bird's eye view. So they come up with, what they thought about it, what was evoking, what kind of emotions were you evoking, and then they ask the cast that are represented in that forum questions about what they saw.
Do they do that for each play?
They do it for each block. It's usually 2 or 3 shows. While that's going on, all the directors are in the directors' forum receiving those kinds of feedback. And, the times that we've participated, we've been fortunate. We've participated 5 times. One of them, unfortunately, got shut down by COVID. Matter of fact, we were the weekend before.
Oh,
don't even get me started.
Everything. Good grief.
But then the other ones, we've moved on to New England's twice, and we've been the alternate to New England's twice. So it's pretty remarkable what our students were able to accomplish.
Hard to cry about that.
And then, we take very seriously the feedback, and we try to implement what we need to for the next level, or if we don't agree with it necessarily, we can still keep doing what we're doing, but fine-tune.
Yeah.
So it's quite a process. We take it very seriously, and like I said, I've been very, very fortunate.
Has the feedback been pretty constructive for the most part, or is it like just rotten apples? You know what I mean?
Listen, sometimes they can, if you have a very solid show, they can be picky. But that's the beauty of having a solid show, is they can be picky. And so it really depends on who the adjudicator is.
Yeah.
We've been fortunate. We've had great adjudicators, and they all have something, they all think about the positives first, and then they kind of nitpick depending on how strong the show is.
So now you're an alternate at this point, you said?
So that's already gone by.
Oh, it has, okay.
It happens during Massachusetts April vacation.
Oh.
But yeah, we felt we did just a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
And we would put ourselves against anyone.
Yeah.
And that's, the competition side of it. But on the non-competition side, you're seeing great theater.
Yeah.
There's so many great high schools. There's so many great directors. And everybody is just doing the best job they possibly can.
Yeah, and as you move along, right, the quality gets better because of all these schools that now have been called out. And
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to go so fast. I want to ask you, are you still involved with RB?
Yes, so we are celebrating our 21st year.
21 years? Tell us about RB, first of all. 21 years. That's great. Give me a little history.
So for those who don't know, RB Productions was founded by Ryan Brown, who was a former student of mine. And when he was graduating from high school, he asked his parents and myself help in not giving him a traditional senior gift. Instead, he wanted to start his own theater company. And 21 years later, we're still here.
Wait, what? Most kids are like, I could have a car. Can I get like
a computer or
whatever? Yeah. He wants to start a group and then does it. And 21 years later, it's still alive and flourishing. Yeah. Oh, my God.
So we started in our humble beginnings, really concentrating on community theater. He wanted to do productions that included, incredible people like Andrew Gibson and a few others. That's what he really wanted to do. So we started with the production of Godspell in 2003.
Oh, I love Godspell.
And our goal was to break even. Anytime you start with starting your own theater company, your goal is to have show number 2, and we did. Yeah. And so in addition, the following year, when we were doing Footloose, we also started the RB Stage Company. That's what it was known at that time, which is our summer youth theater.
That's the one I'm more familiar with.
And that's the one that we really have been flourishing with. And so we started at Beaver Meadow School in the luxurious, talk about Taj Mahal, air-conditioned Beaver Meadow.
What?
Yeah.
He's spoiled.
Ryan and I, we really, really wanted to make the Capitol Center the next destination. And then 2006, 2007, 2008, we did main stage productions of Grease, Annie, and Sound of Music. And then
when you say main stage, you mean Capitol Center for the Arts?
Capitol Center for the Arts.
I cannot believe you're down there. That is incredible.
So then Woody wanted to take it to the next level and have all of our youth theater productions at the Capitol Center. So we literally take over the Capitol Center for the last week of June and all of July, and we are there 24/7.
That's huge.
And we do like what's called a summer stock for kids.
Yeah.
1 week. So we basically have 5 shows in 4 weeks. Kids come in on Monday.
That's an unbelievable commitment.
But it's a week, which I cherish my summers as a teacher. But they come in, they know all of their songs and lyrics. They go over the music and, make all sure the harmonies and everything is tight. Learn the blocking, learn the choreography, and they perform Friday and Saturday.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yep.
5 shows.
Yep. Well, this summer we're doing Mean Girls, followed by Willy Wonka, followed by The Little Mermaid, followed by Rock of Ages, and then nestled in there is our younger kids show. They're doing Finding Nemo.
Wait, in one weekend?
So we're doing 5 weeks.
5 weeks. I'm sorry, I missed that part.
And then so in that we see we see those 5 shows.
Mother of God. So the same cast rolling through, or
nope.
No?
We have almost.
Dude, how many kids come out?
180.
Get out of town. 180 students, so kids or whatever.
So what happens is in mid-May, we have auditions for the show. I just want to also clarify, we don't audition to get in. Our philosophy and Ryan's philosophy from the get-go was you take people where they are and you elevate their craft.
Wait, so flush that out. So what is the audition for? Just to see who shows up?
Nope. So they sign up and they register in January, and most of our shows sell out within minutes. Then they show up in May, show by show by show by show. And we have auditions for roles. Then they go home, they learn everything, and then they show up on that Monday, get ready to perform Friday and Saturday.
That's dedication. That's discipline.
Well, it's modeled or mimicking what the industry is like. Because when you go in, it's like, boom, we are working hard.
Yeah.
Now, so I don't call it a camp atmosphere because it's not. But I also don't call it an overwhelming atmosphere because we want to, again, take kids where they are, learn from each other, love each other, but then also elevate each other as well.
180. How? I'm stunned. That's a lot of kids. That's a lot. That's a whole class.
It's about 40
graduating
kids.
Class of.
It's about 40 kids per show. And so we mic everybody, we costume everyone.
My God, man.
It is full-on production for the week. So it's like, how sometimes you'd be working and all of a sudden they'd say, welcome to show week? You show up on Monday and it's welcome to show week.
Woo! Are you happy with, these are students. I mean, are they really showing up ready? You have that much confidence in them?
It's the formula that's worked for us for 21 years.
Brother, that's insane.
Now I'm going to let you privy on some exciting news.
Just you and me. Hang on!
Oh, we're going to have to wait for that announcement.
Dang, that was incredible timing.
It's the key to life.
Yeah. Oh, he ain't heavy. He's my brother. Yes, you're listening to NH Unscripted. I am your Holly's Lake host, Ray Dudley, and we are coming to you from the Car 54 Light Digs of the WKXL studios. Call me Tootie Muldoon. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, 101.9 FM in Manchester, and nhtalkradio.com is the URL. I'll give you a little bit more info on that later. Clint Klose is in the house, blowing my mind. We'll be right back. Woo, baby! It is a hot show today. NH Unscripted is on fire. We are coming to you from the not overly ostentatious digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM, 101.9 FM for the beautiful people in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. I'll tell you more about that later. Clint Klose, he stopped us last time on a cliffhanger. Sir, just you and me, talking secrets.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all.
So,
yes.
On the downside, but still, as you think about, I've been teaching, I can't believe I'm going to say this number, for 38 years.
Mother of God. 33
of them in Concord. And I have put my name in for retirement.
What?
So my final 2 years of teaching at Concord High Theater are coming up.
Man.
But I will be taking on a brand new task.
Which would be?
Well, I have now become the executive director for RB.
You are.
And we are going to be going full year round.
What? Full year round?
Offering not only productions, but we are entering a soon-to-be-announced agreement with the Capitol Center for the Arts, and we will be basically putting on and producing and performing all of their Broadway titles, hiring not only professionals, but also combining with community theater as well. Starting in January of 2025, that will be our professional debut.
Mind blown.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
In addition to that, we also will be having vocal master classes, dance master classes, acting master classes.
Because you have nothing better. You have so much free time. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Clint.
Taught by Broadway professionals who are coming in. In addition to that, we also plan to use and utilize the Bank of New Hampshire stage for our yearly productions of things like Christmas carols and other opportunities, vacation camps, lessons, dance lessons, acting lessons, singing lessons that will be part of our company as well.
Dude, who are you blackmailing there? That is unbelievable. We could spend an hour on each segment that you just brought up. Okay. Oh, my gosh. So that starts in 2 years? Or that starts before that?
So what I'm doing as the executive director now
Yep.
is I'm, first of all, with the high school, I'm slowly, decompressing from that and helping the district find whoever my replacement is going to be.
Good luck to that fellow.
And with that also comes the opportunity in January of 25 for our first professional production at the Capitol Center. Then we have to start detailing what those my final 2 years plus the next. I'm planning on giving RB 5 years after that before I officially, quote unquote, retire.
Yeah.
And wherever that is, that will end up being it. But I want to continue to build this company so that whoever my successor is, that they're walking into a place that's already humming. And it's like, holy crap. And then it becomes its own continual production company. So that's the exciting news.
Clint, I don't even know where to start. I honest to God, I don't know where to start. My mind is just wheeling. Does this put you in that category with like the Winnie, Jean's Playhouse, NL, the New London Barn, all of that? We have to talk at some point about how you did that.
Yep.
That's an interesting scenario. So you'll be attending like all the audition stuff, like in Boston and New York.
Either that or a combination of that and video submissions.
I hate video, but I get it. I know. It's the day we live in.
So that's going to be. So picture this: is that as the executive director, I'm going to do less and less of the day-to-day audition kind of stuff, and really help with the fundraising portion. And the biggest obstacle we have right now is really finding where our home is going to be. We know we're going to
for rehearsals,
and auditions and master classes and stuff like that. We know we're going to perform our big shows at the Capitol Center and Bank and Hampshire Stage.
That's crazy.
But we want to find that place somewhere in the Concord area.
Yeah,
it is going to become our RB home. We've hired now grant writers to continue to build our nest egg. We will continue to produce shows. We're just trying to find where that location is going to be. So our RB board is working really, really hard. This is a huge leap and a huge step for our company.
In case somebody's listening who has information, what are the criteria you would be looking for?
So we definitely need a space that would have the same footprint as the Capitol Center as far as the stage and height. For flies and everything else. Yep. So at least building would take place there.
Good luck, but
we need a shop to build in. We need storage for costumes, storage for props. We need offices because, as you can guess, when we start building our company, I'm going to have to start hiring a part-time and full-time staff because those are the people who are going to be doing the week-to-week and day-to-day operations. And then the only other thing I can see myself doing, which I love doing, is running sound. I've developed some skills to be able to do that, and so being able to run audio for these productions would be fun. That part of it I would still probably do.
Man, Clint, you have blown my mind, as little as it is. Mother of God. So, okay. I'm just going to hit some highlights here.
Yep.
When do you think your first production is going to be?
For our professional version of RB, January of 2025.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, in the back of your mind, you have already chosen something to commemorate such a huge milestone.
100%.
Huh.
We will announce that title soon.
Wink, like, can you do like Morse code with your eyes to me so I'll know what it is?
Well,
I won't tell anyone.
Once I finally get
it's going to be on the radio, Ray. NDAs are a thing.
Once I finally get the approval from the company, hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be able to announce it. And then we're probably going to do a nice big announcement with the Capitol Center folks just to kind of announce our partnership. So a lot of fun things.
Okay, I'm going to put this out there right now. If you do that, you better invite me or WKXL over there for that event.
There
because,
you go.
Dude, we want to be involved in that somehow in that announcement.
You'll probably see us at the first auditions, too.
There you go.
Oh, my God, Clint. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
I was impressed you were even performing at the Capitol Center for the Arts. Now you practically own them. Mother of God.
Well, we have to thank, Sal Prezio, their executive director, and their board of directors, because they were the ones behind this operation. And so we wanted to make sure that, because who else other than RB really knows the Capitol Center?
I don't know. I see a lot of these little dance things going on over there.
Let me refine that. Who knows about the actual production values of a specific show?
Oh, man.
And I'll be honest, too. We have a great board of directors. We have because during the summer, our little theater company, we employ 35 people. And part of what Ryan's dream was when we started this company is we pay everybody.
What?
So even though RB, we charge tuition for all of our students to participate, we try and keep it as affordable as we can. But part of our dream was that, hey, we're working in theater, we should pay everyone. And we pay everybody who works for RB Productions.
I could kiss you on the lips, honest to God. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. I'm glad you said that. And I'm proud of you. First of all, I am so happy for you. I cannot tell you, that is unbelievable news. That is just remarkable. Remarkable.
It's been in the works for, but we just had to get the right mix on the board.
Yeah.
The right dreamers on the board.
Yeah.
And I keep in touch with Ryan Brown.
You do?
I do. We talk at least 2 or 3 times a year. He came up when we celebrated our 20th last year. He and his parents came up and celebrated with us. We had this big shindig at the Bank of New Hampshire stage, and a couple hundred people came out, and we all celebrated together. But
he cannot possibly believe what's happening, right? I mean,
he's 100% totally excited for us, and he owns his own marketing company down in South Carolina, and he always is, whatever I can do from wherever I am, please let me know. So it's just been fun reconnecting and continuing to kind of give him updates about what our plans and what our thoughts are.
This is remarkable. This is just remarkable. I honest to God, I'm tongue-tied. I'm so happy. I'm crazy. I got a million questions. So how about for RB, how about some dates or deadlines or things that are coming up that you need kids to do or look at, or
well, fortunately,
websites or
like
whatever
I said, we're 100% sold out for all of our shows this summer as far as participants. If you want to come see us, see us during the month of July, every Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Mother of God, that's crazy. Now I don't know what to say. Okay, I got to go back to you. Welcome to NH Unscripted. We got one more block to go. Clint Klose, he's just blowing me away in here. Yeah, well, maybe he should only come by once every 5 years because he drops the bombs on me. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, 101.9 FM in Manchester, and H-Talk Radio is the URL. Yeah, we're just getting started. I'm Ray Dudley. Happy to be out of the home. We'll be right back. I can hear music, sweet music. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. I am your Beach Boys-like host, Ray Dudley. Mind blown. I'm not sure I can get through another segment. I mean, I'm just, mother of God, what a day it's been. You are listening to us, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM in Concord, 101.9 FM in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is the URL. Out there, you can find a button where you can listen online live. This show, NH Unscripted, comes to you every Wednesday and Friday morning, 9 a.m. on your Sony Walkman radio. Or for those of you who have a transistor radio, you're my age, you might still have one kicking around. Put that baby on and you'll hear us every Wednesday and Friday morning. Otherwise, out there at the URL, you can find the archives of this show and any other program that takes place here at the studios. My gosh, shows like this one, you're going to want to go out there. And you're going to want to hear it over and over and over. And you're going to want to impress your friends. You're going to be like, look it, I heard this show. Listen to it. You're going to play it over and over and over until they'll be playing it on your birthday for you. Anyway, nhtalkradio.com, that is our URL, and we are proud of it. Clint Klose, mother of God. This man, I am so glad. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Besides what you have already told me, I have to have a drink of my Diet Coke. Besides that, what is happening at the high school?
So we just finished a very successful, besides Asher Lev, which was our festival piece. We start every year with our senior directed one-acts. And so another successful year we had this year. And then we just had a successful run of the production of Mamma Mia.
Oh.
4 sold-out shows at the high school.
Dude, all you got, that is an ATM. Just people, they don't even go to the show. They just drive by and throw their money at the stage. That is incredible.
And it was, I'm not a huge, as I told my students, they were shocked to hear this, I'm not a huge ABBA fan. However, as I told them, I said, I'm a fan of you guys because you killed this show.
You slobberer, you.
They just really, really nailed the show.
Those are perfect songs for that age.
Yep.
We grew up with them, but mother of God.
Our pit was one of the best pits I've ever heard, period. I don't care where it is.
That's saying a lot.
And in addition to that, our we have a great creative team. So John Haytab building his set that you thought for sure you're on some beautiful Greek island somewhere. The cast was just phenomenal to work with. Our choreographer, Carolyn Coskren from Dance Inspirations, amazing choreography. Lynn Head, who's been with us forever, costuming the show. Bryn Cowett, vocal coach. Gabe Cohen with our pit conduct. It was just an amazing. I am very, very fortunate to have such a great.
Am I not on the mailing list? How did I know that was even happening?
I need to get you on that.
Dude, you do.
Can you guess what we're doing next year?
Not Mamma Mia.
Hadestown.
Oh. Did I hear a head explode back there, too?
So,
what?
Next May 15, 16, and 17, you definitely want to put it in your calendar because I know tickets will go fast.
Wow.
But, they just came out with the rights, and right now, I'm hoping we're the New Hampshire premiere of the show. We are so fortunate.
You are breaking news left and right.
Yep.
Wow. What would be the biggest challenge to that play?
Well,
musical?
Live pit on stage, integrated with the cast, plus just the freedom. I think what's great about any type of production you do is it's how you want to tell the story. That's my number one thing I always tell students is what's your number one job, and that's to tell an authentic story. So how do we tell Greek mythology? How do we let Orpheus and Eurydice and Hermes and everybody else who's participating with the characters in the show, how do we tell the story? We're going to tell it in a unique and immersive way. That's all I'll tell you.
You use the adjective immersive. Now you got my feelers out.
Please, obviously, we cannot wait to do that show. That is the Concord High piece. That's my after-school job.
Before you go, yes, I know. Now we got to get to the next part. Yep. You mentioned and stressed live pit.
Yep.
You're not a fan of tracks?
We use tracks in rehearsals because you can't have a live pit there every rehearsal.
Yeah.
We use tracks in our RB world just because there's not enough time to get a live pit there. So I know the blessings and the curses of both.
Yeah.
We found a system that really works. And I kid you not when I tell you, when the pit showed up and we were doing our sits probe, we were ready.
Yeah.
And boy, did it sound unbelievable.
Just saying, I prefer a live pit.
Yeah.
Those of you using tracks, I know why you do it. But, okay, I'm so glad to hear you say it. These are the mechanics. These are the things I love to chit-chat. All right. So, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have something to tell me about the CRTC?
So, my day job is that I am a theater and film teacher within the CRTC, which is within the CRTC. Now, normally when people our age hear about career and technical education, they think about the old VOC and vocational education.
Yep.
This is very different. This is more career-minded. We are the only program in the state that offers theater and film.
In the state?
In the state. And I have 2 classes of actors who want to become part of the industry. And over the last 5 years that I've been teaching this full-time, we have sent 63 students to top-tier theater, film, or musical theater programs, as well as technical theater programs, because I also teach a class of technical theater. They get real-world experience because they do work-based learning at the Capitol Center for the Arts, plus the Bank of New Hampshire Stage.
Yes, that's rich.
So we have a good formula. We're lucky because we live in the capital city, so it works for us and our CTE program. But another breaking news.
Yes, sir.
We had our first student who graduated in 2021 who made their Broadway debut.
Shut up.
He was
In
in
what?
Funny Girl with Leah Michele.
What?
And he can now be seen in The Great Gatsby.
What? What? What is his name?
Derek Taylor.
Again, please.
Derek Taylor.
Very talented kid. Very,
You know
very
him,
talented.
Andrew?
I worked with him in Mary Poppins.
Poppins.
He's wonderful.
What? I can't. That's incredible.
We've had students go on national Broadway tours. We had somebody who did the national Broadway tour of Fiddler on the Roof. It's just amazing. We have a lot of students who are in these MT programs doing summer stock. I can't even begin to tell you. As you probably have heard through our conversation, I'm the luckiest person. I don't have a job
Woo!
because it's get up every day and let's have fun.
Wow. Wow. You're like the proud papa, mama.
Well, it doesn't happen without, a great principal, Ann Fowler at CRTC, great program staff between Jen and Kate, and then office person. It really takes a group. It's a village that believe in what we do. And we do classroom shows where the B block production and design and build and put everything together, and then the A block and C block kids act it out.
Yeah.
So it's talk about a true collaborative process. And again, for those who know me, and because I've worked with Ray and this wonderful gentleman behind the glass over
AG.
here, I have incredibly high expectations.
Yes,
in
you do.
Everything I do. However, we got to have fun going along the way.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, fun is all about. Clint, what kind of a program is it? How many years is it?
It's a 2-year commitment.
It is.
So if we have any students who are going to be 10th graders, 11th graders, or 12th graders,
Yep.
and you either go to Concord, Hopkinton, Pittsfield, Bow, John Stark.
Since you're the only one in the state, it would be anybody in the state.
Well, they have to feed to our CRTC
Got ya.
program.
Got ya.
There's 9 schools, Bishop Brady and others. If you have any students that are interested, just look on our website, thecrtc.org, and you can see all of our programs, culinary, cosmetology, automotive, and criminal justice, just like a regular CTE center, but you're going to see theater.
There's
and
only
film.
one we care about, Clint.
Yep.
Come on, brother. You know it. Only one. So it's a 2-year program.
2-year commitment. I see them every single day for 90 minutes for those 2 years. They can get college credit. So my actors can get 3 college credits through NHTI. And then my production and design class can get 3 credits through New England College. Wow. And if you go to Plymouth State and you're a tech student, they'll actually waive courses for you because of taking our class.
Dude, that is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yep.
So how does the funnel work for someone? This is down the road for most people, but to go to find Broadway is huge.
It can be. However, anyone's theater performing space can be their Broadway, no matter where it is in the country.
Look at you.
I will also say that having some... I'm about to blow your mind again.
There's no mind left.
Well, wait till you hear this.
Go ahead.
Part of our guest speakers that we have. So this year...
Wait, you have guest speakers come in?
Either via Zoom or in person.
Okay.
Stephen Schwartz.
What? What? Dude, I cannot believe we have to stop there. That's a crime. That's a crime.
So we'll leave that for the next time we talk, right?
Oh, my God. Mind blown. Mind blown. Alert, alert, alert. You have been listening to NH Unscripted. Oh, my God. We are coming to you from the Get Smart Light conditions of the WKXL studios. Yes, exactly. Maxwell. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM Concord. Oh, I can't. 101.9 FM in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is the URL. Clint Klose has been blowing our minds all day. Can't wait for this one to air. Clint, thank you, sir. Been a pleasure.